The Life Happens podcast is a podcast where we take our spirituality, we take practical things, we combine it together to create this beautiful balance. As you know, Kim and I are both ministers of the gospel, so sometimes we can be all the way over here. So, what we do in this podcast, we try to create a realistic balance because God is a God of order, okay? And He does
Yeah.
not want us to be so spiritually minded that you know earthly good. That's not what this podcast is about.
Don't help
But anyway,
nobody. Don't help nobody.
listen, but y'all, this topic, y'all,
It's a
this
good one.
topic, ready, set, stop. And so Kim came up with this amazing topic. Um, this a title because every week it's like so challenging to create a title. But when she said it, I was like, yes, girl, this is it. This is if when you listen to the scenario, you will see why. But before we get into it, girl, how was your weekend? How was your week?
I had a really good week. I am looking forward to this coming up weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. Hey,
Mhm.
everybody out there, get the barbecue on. Uh, got a family reunion coming up this weekend.
Nice,
See all my cousins, uncles, aunts
girl. And
out in the heat.
it could be peaceful or it could go
I
all the way
know.
wrong. I'm just saying it could. Because when you
Peaceful, fun, music,
in
food.
Jesus' name. Hey Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
So Keisha, guys, y'all, Keisha is a host on another show on the BS3 network, and her show is tomorrow. What time is it, Keisha? I don't remember. At no, 8:30, girl? Or 8 o'clock. I think it's at 8:30. Tomorrow evening. So it's called Perspective. Please, please watch her. I can't wait because you know Keisha is hilarious. So I'm really
She
looking
is.
forward
She's
to that.
funny, y'all. Come on, let's support. Come on.
Yes, she said it's 8:30.
8:30.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. So guys, our topic today is ready, set, stop. And it's about dating. You know, you find yourself, and Kim and I were talking before the show. You know, I was married for 20 years. And I told Kim, dating is not fun. It is not fun. She was like, oh, it'll be so much fun. No, it is not fun, honey. No, it's not. Maybe back in the day where people were intentional, it seems like, right? People were
Hmm.
intentional. You knew what you wanted. Not to say that they weren't playing games back then, but it seems like it's more so now. And it's with people that are in their freaking, they're old ass people. And this is not just men, y'all. It is women too. Because I've seen TikToks, y'all, where these women are teaching the young woman. You know, the Bible says that the older women are supposed to what's that scripture, Kim?
I don't know.
But
What
you know
is
what I'm
it?
talking about, right? You know,
No.
you pour into other, you know, but the foolishness that I hear, and dating is difficult. It is
See,
not,
I think now dating would be more fun because now
girl.
you have social media and you can meet people in different areas, and it would just be like this explosion
No,
of
ma'am.
no.
No, because when they live out of state, they most times they have another life. So it
Oh,
could be you and their
oh,
wife, and you
mm,
don't know. I'm just saying
that's
you don't
true.
know. But then again,
That's
you could live in
true.
the same states and have a. I mean, it's just bad out here. It sucks. I guess you and William, you had this amazing courtship. Like when I thought about like when before I got married, right? I we dated for like a year,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't anything romantic. God, let me tell you, this is so bad, but I'm gonna tell you. So we were dating for a year, and I was on a student visa, and
Mm-hmm.
my visa was coming to an end, and I was gonna go home. So I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go back home." And he said, "Why don't we get married?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." So
Oh boy, that
no,
easy,
it,
Rabia.
it was not this romantic explosion thing. It wasn't like that, right? And then we got married, and so I haven't, done that kind of stuff. Like, when you whatever. So then married for all that time, and then got divorced or whatever. It freaking sucks. And it's even like I said, people our age and older, they do not, or it's not that they don't know what they want. They may not just want you, but they don't communicate that.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
right, it starts off with like you going in the same direction, you talking about the same things, we walking together, and then when you feel like you can be yourself, boom, you like you calling Bobby Joe, and Bobby Joe ain't answering his damn phone.
Have to
and you
go
don't
out.
know
He's
what
ghosting you. He out.
happened.
I know.
And the
That's not
first thing you think,
fair.
oh, I must have done something. Oh, it must be me. 9.99% of the time, it ain't you.
Hmm.
It's just that your values, maybe he didn't like milk in his coffee. And so as women sometimes, and we go and we look at ourselves through a microscope thinking something's wrong with us,
Hmm.
and it ain't nothing wrong with you, baby. He just didn't like their milk in their coffee, that's all. There's somebody else that would like their milk.
Sometimes they get what they want. They get exactly what they need from you, maybe in that moment. And maybe it's not just sex, but maybe it's just conversation, or maybe it's just to fill the void of the loneliness that you meet
Okay.
that need, and then they move on.
Yeah, that's true too. Felicia says, yep, their representative leaves. Yes. And let me tell you something. Time is currency. You cannot get that back.
Yeah.
So don't waste my time for 3 months. Because let me tell you what I know, we're not going to stay on the phone talking over, sir. I need to see if you're a real human being. And that's what you run into when you're dating like online and stuff like that. Because you don't know who you're really meeting. They could show pictures online and the person could be so fine and you meet them in person, you're like,
You're like, you're not exactly who that picture. Oh, that was a picture from 20 years ago. Dun,
yo,
dun,
I want to
dun.
tell the story, but he may watch my podcast, but Jesus, should I? No,
Yes.
so
Tell the story.
bad. So a long time ago,
Hmm.
very, very long time, I go on this date, right? And I meet the guy at the restaurant. And guess what?
What?
He cross-eyed.
No, no. You're making that up.
Kim,
No.
I kid you. Oh God, please forgive me, Lord Jesus. He was cross-eyed.
Like,
And listen, Kim,
like
I don't know if he was
literally?
looking at me. I want to say, pay attention, pay attention. No, I'm joking. But if he had communicated that with me, I wouldn't have had all the thoughts. Great guy. Conversation was great. But the one thing he wanted to sit next to me, I was like, nah, you need to sit across the table. I don't like that. Like, I don't even know you. Like, go sit over there. Like,
Mm-mm.
it's, but
No.
anyway, that's another story. But he had cross-eyed. He was cross-eyed. That's what
Wow.
I'm saying. You never know what you're gonna get when you go this online dating. Now,
Wow.
if you cross-eyed, I'm not talking, down about you. That's your business. It got nothing to do with me. But you should have put a picture where you're looking with your full face. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me see your eyes, sir. Please,
Let me see your eyes, your teeth, and take out the hat.
please. And then nowadays too, you go on a date, a first date. I don't know why they want to kiss you immediately. First of all, sir, I don't know who you was with last night.
I know. Yuck.
Right?
Ugh.
Your mouth
Mm.
could have been in dark places that I know none of.
Mm-mm. I
Do
don't know
not
where
even
that's
try to put
been.
your.
Mm-mm.
But I thank you, Jesus, for COVID, which sounds bad because you could put your mask back on. You don't have to be like bobbing and weaving or trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So dating is not fun, really. Keisha says them cockeyed fellas be putting it down. No, you know what's crazy? Anyway, no, let me not finish the story. But anyway, so I've met a lot of people online that seem great, and they were not. They were not great. There were people in ministry, all these things, and they no, they would
People
seem.
people can talk online and have this great presence online, but when you actually start to talk to them, it's like, oh, that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
they're excited, but when you meet them, they shut down and they're shy, and it's
really
like,
shy. Yeah.
okay, what happened?
Keisha says, "Yeah, don't kiss me, Joker. Keep them crusty lips over there to yourself. For real though, like no, no, no thanks."
Mm-mm, no.
Or I used to get a lot of like when I met them, especially when I was dating online.
Hmm.
I would hear, "Oh, you look like your picture," and I'm thinking, "What am I supposed to look like? Are you serious?" Like
Yeah.
I don't think online dating is for me because I don't like people touch me in the first place, and then all these things. But I had thought, let me try something different. Let me do what I've never done before. Being
Yeah.
that done it, I don't want to do it again. I'm not.
It's not for you, huh?
It's not for me. So I learned that early on. But Kim, do you want me to read the scenario?
Yes, you read it. It's going to
So,
be great.
guys, we got a letter from a young lady, and she wants our help. And when I say our help, I'm talking about you guys as well. Okay, so this is the scenario. It says, "Dear Grace and Kim, I am 23 years old and have never had a serious boyfriend. I've dated a variety of guys, but can't ever seem to get past a second date. Many of these guys tell me how beautiful and sweet I am, but it never seems to go anywhere. One guy told me if he was looking to settle down, I would be the one, but he's not ready for that. Another guy told me he has hit the jackpot with me because I was everything he was looking for. Then a couple of days later, he says he's not ready to date. These
Hmm.
guys' dating profiles say they're looking for long term relationships. But it seems when it comes to me, they don't want that. They learn I am a virgin and tell me how great that is and respect
Hmm.
it, and then seem to disappear shortly afterwards. The guys I'm interested in are based on having similar values, beliefs, religion, compatibility, etc. All of my friends are in committed, long term relationships, engaged, or married, so I spend most of my weekends alone. It definitely feels like I'm doing something wrong since I'm the common denominator in all of this, and no guy wants to continue past a second date. Please help.
Hmm. It's not
Ooh.
you.
Hey, Derek said that she sent a picture along with the letter. No, sir, she did not send a picture.
It's not you. Can I start off, please?
Yes, but
Oh
let
my
me read this
goodness.
comment. Keisha is
Oh,
starting early. Keisha says she's the problem. I'm willing to bet she has a rotten tooth in the back of her mouth. And her breath smells like a stomach and sewage. Oh, Keisha.
no, Keisha, I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't think it's her because she's getting good feedback. These guys are telling her all these things and they meet her and they really like her. But when the virgin thing comes up, oh, I've never had sex. I think, and me and Robbie have discussed this before. I think Felicia too. But we have talked about how men will sexualize women, right? Before meeting them, and then when they meet them, they already have this fantasy in their head, right? So then she says, I'm a virgin. Well, that's like, okay, well, you don't know nothing. So you can't do all the things I've been fantasizing about in the bedroom, right? So I think that's the case.
Um, you know, that's a tough one. Simply because I'm looking at this from two angles, right? I feel like she. I was just about to say that. Felicia says it could be a timing when she's telling them. I agree with that because I was thinking this sometimes, and I've been in situations because I'm like this. If I meet somebody, I'm gonna get it all out there. Okay,
Hmm.
I want ABC. I expect this, and this, and I get it all out there, and then you can take it or leave it. But that's not wisdom. And I'm not saying you spend months with the person and then you tell them that you're a virgin. No, it's about having the conversation, but not when you just first meet them. That means she's telling these dudes this on the first date. She didn't tell them when she met them online, obviously, from what she's saying. So she goes on the first date, she tells them, she's a virgin, and then she never sees them again afterwards. Right?
What's wrong with that? I don't
Okay,
know.
Kim. Now let me say this. Some people live in the injury, they feel like they're either too much or they're not enough, right? So you overshare. And then you overshare with people that really you shouldn't be telling all your business to. They're not worthy to even know anything of that intimacy about you. But you overshare because there's things you haven't accepted about yourself. So you projectile vomit. What do you expect a person to do when you tell your whole freaking life in the span of the first date? You can't do that. I believe that it is her timing that sucks. She needs to shut up. She needs to chill out before. Let me read some comments. Oh my gosh. Keisha says, nope, it's her. First off, she lying about being a virgin. Kim, read between the lines, them lines. She probably has rode more men than a hooker. The letter is overflowing with lies. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back to that. Oh, Derek said she's a virgin. People are so weird about virgin these days. These guys still want to have sex, so after they sow their oats, they'll come back looking for her, which is true. Okay. Um. Oh my God, Keisha. I would really like to know why Keisha thinks she's lying. I mean, she don't have no reason to lie. Who are we?
Yeah, I don't think she's lying.
I think that like not Keisha, but Felicia said that her timing is way off. So okay, so Fe- Felicia says sometimes saying you're a virgin makes the men think you're a lot of work. Ah, or sometimes, like you were saying earlier, Kim, they feel like she'll be poor performer in bed and they don't want to teach her. Or Kim even said that maybe they suck in bed. But here's the thing: if she's a virgin, how does she know that he sucks in bed? Number one. Number two, we've all been virgins, and as women, those their first time sucks. I don't know many women that have had the most amazing time. Maybe they're out there, but that is not my experience.
Not mine.
It sucked. It sucked a lot of times after that. So to me, saying that you don't want to be with somebody because it's a virgin, I think that it's the emotional thing that comes with it that I think maybe men don't want to, you know.
I was talking to my friend about this, and she said that because when she was dating, she's married now, but when she was dating, she said she would tell guys, I'm a virgin, I've seen. So if you want to date me, that's something that you would have to deal with. So the guys tell her, oh yeah, the last Christian girl I dated said the same thing.
Because they do though.
But she's not. But I had her, right? I had sex with her. All of y'all say that. But yeah, give it time.
So Keisha says throwing out the virgin and the celibacy card is a woman's secret weapon. She lying. I don't. Well, I think some women do lie, but I think some women actually do practice celibacy. I
Yeah,
mean, in my culture, well, nowadays there's whores everywhere, you know. And let me say this: it doesn't mean you're a whore because you have sex. So let me get that out the way. But the
please.
way, no, I mean, hey, the culture I come from, being a virgin until you're married was, and plus I was raised Muslim, right?
Hmm.
And so what they do is, if you're not a virgin, they actually check. Yeah, because it's like a transaction. It's like a transaction, literally. So they make sure that you still have your hymen. So in stuff like that, place like that, people are more prone to keep their legs crossed at the ankle. Okay,
There ain't nobody checking me.
hey, it's what it is. Okay. Um, I mean, I don't know, Kim. I'm thinking about Keisha's comment because I don't know if that's all the way true though, Keisha.
I
I don't know,
don't
Keisha.
know. I don't know if women throw that out. Um,
But there are a lot that do. I mean, I agree to a point.
Maybe they do throw it out just to see where the guy's head is, if he's really in it, not just for the sex, but really want to be, to want to be a part of a relationship with them. So maybe they throw it out just to see, oh, okay, well, you all about sex, then move on.
Right.
Let's go to the next one. So maybe,
Maybe. Derek says also not having sex means we have to really get to know each other, and some guys can't handle that level of inspection. I agree. Some people
yeah,
don't like to be under scrutiny because you want to do what the hell you want to do, and you think you can treat me any way.
yeah.
No, you can't, sir. Not gonna happen. CJ says, hey, CJ." He says, "My beautiful black queens." Oh, he's so kind. He's so kind. Ben says, "Good evening, ladies." Hi,
Hey,
Ben.
Dan.
Um, CJ said, "I tried to comment on Facebook, but I kept forgetting I'm in Facebook jail." Yeah, that's because you say too much. That's why. You need to be more like me, CJ.
Oh no.
Ben said they check if you're a virgin. Yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Wow.
They will make sure because it's like a transaction. When you get married, families coming together. It's like Bible days.
Oh
There's
wow.
a
I can't
reason
believe they
why.
still practice that.
When we were growing up, now my nieces that got married recently, it wasn't as strict because, of course,
Uh-huh.
times are different now. But I don't know what they were doing. I didn't ask. I mean, not my
I'm
business.
sure some sects still some sects.
some form of sex, I think is happening.
No, no. Yes, some form of sex. Still do that, you know.
Yeah, but I
Practice
don't think.
that.
Yeah, but I want to talk about. I would have failed, said Felicia. I lost mine on a bike. I mean, and I hear you because it's not realistic, especially if somebody plays sports.
Yeah, it's not.
CJ said, laughing my ass off. The moment a woman tell me she's celibate, I hit them with the "Have a nice day." We're on two different paths of life. But CJ, you are how old are you? But I ain't gonna lie though, most men, even older men, a lot, they ain't about that.
But why not go through the process of, I'm talking to you, CJ, why not go through the process of getting to know that person before just, telling them to have a nice day, I'm out, hey, you
Because
know?
his intention was to hit it and quit it. He's not in it for the long haul, clearly by his comments. And no judgment against you, CJ. I'm just saying from your comments, that's his intention. That's his intention. Ben says, CJ, be like the Grace that don't cuss a lot. I agree, Ben. If you notice, I haven't cussed today. Number one. Number two, I don't put those comments on Facebook like CJ does. Don't do it.
Good girl.
Exactly. Um, Felicia says men don't want a hoe or virgin. Then what the hell do you want? Really?
They want the middle ground. They want you
Well,
to be a hoe, but not too much of a hoe. And they definitely don't want you to be a virgin, but they don't want you to be too much of a hoe. But have some experience. That's what men want. They want you to have some kind of experience.
but if so, a guy once told me that um he would rather be number two than number one.
Hmm.
Now, I want the guys out there listening. Why would somebody want to be number two and number? Wouldn't you want to be with somebody that no one else ever had? Or is that not a big deal to you guys? Like anybody, you could answer that. Is that not a big deal? I mean, Keisha says, "Hold on, I'm not knocking the hoes as long as you're honest, hoe." For real though, as long as you're honest. And that's the thing. You can do whatever you want to do. That's your business, right? But can you guys make sure you get yourself tested? Because most of the diseases, men don't even know they have it.
I
They don't
know.
know they have it.
That's true. That's true.
And they're passing on, and then you with somebody and she keeps getting, blood infections and all this stuff. And like Keisha said, be an honest hoe. She don't care what you do, as long as you're honest. Um, so for
Because
one,
there's nothing wrong with women enjoying sex. Nothing. Nothing.
okay, so I want to read CJ's comments. He said, "It's not even about that, Kim." Hmm. I'm trying to remember what he's referring to. What did you?
Be-
I can't remember what you said.
because I asked him, why not get to know her first? Why not get to know
Okay,
her before just dropping her off? Just saying, hey, I'm out. You know.
so wouldn't it be better then if you meet a guy and he tells you, "Listen, I'm not looking for a long-term relationship," and the woman actually accepts that instead of staying there to try to convince him, and he tells her straight up, "I'm just looking for to be intimate friends or partners or whatever," right? I feel
Hey,
like if he told you that up front, first of all, he ain't gonna be down with it, right?
right.
So you ain't get no booty up front. So I feel they feel like they have to finesse you also. And then the woman, of course, we think we can change a man's mind. And that is the biggest time waster ever. When people tell you they ain't shit, believe them. But no, we know we fixers, right? We are fixers.
We are.
Felicia says both have soul ties. They think the woman will be more clingy. Now I'll say this: she may be clingy in the beginning, okay, but it'll stop.
Will it stop, Rabia?
It will stop. It will, especially if you don't treat her right. Baby,
Yeah.
bye. CJ said, "I'm not saying all that, Kim and Grace, but when a woman is celibate, you cannot be doing too much with her, anyways. And most celibate women are looking for marriage. Okay,
You know what? You're
hey,
right. You're
you're
right.
right though,
Because
but it
most
doesn't
older
mean
women are not looking for the one. They're not looking for
no,
the
no.
one to
But
just hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying?
But most celibate women, you're not looking to get married tomorrow.
But you're looking to get married, though. He's right.
But
I agree.
he's right. But shouldn't you say that up front? Look, I'm not. I'm dating with purpose, and I want to be married because I am a wife. You could say that up front, and then he can tear his ass if he doesn't. But don't be like wasting my time. Now in this situation, it sounds like the guys are not wasting her time, and really, she should thank God. That is a
I
blessing.
know,
You
right?
didn't invest your emotions, so she needs to really, sister girl. You really should thank the Lord, honestly,
Yeah.
because you could have gone months. I'm just saying.
And they just not the right ones. So you just got to you are just gonna have to wait.
She doesn't have
Unfortunately,
to
you are
date.
gonna have to
Uh,
wait for the one.
well, she needs to continue dating and just stop looking. Like when you're not looking for something, it comes to you. That's what I found. Like it'll come to you.
Everyone says
He
that.
just says it sure isn't Kim. Keep the magnums on deck for the kings and the tiny trojans for the wannabes. Enjoy that sex, ladies. Hey, Keisha. CJ said, if I'm not looking for marriage, then I may want to date around. That's why I turned the other cheek because I know I'm not trying to marry. Fair enough. Now, let me ask you this, CJ. Did you have the conversation? Did you say, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious right now and I don't want to get married or whatever? But again, a lot of times when a man tells a woman that they don't want that, they woman want to convince the guy that, you know, that's not what you really want, sir. You want to marry someone, and it's me. She has taken this really personal because she feels like she's done something wrong, which tells me where her mental health is right now at this phase in her life. I will commend her for holding on because she is 23, okay, and hasn't went down that road yet.
Hmm.
But Derek said something that made me think now because I didn't think about it. He said, "Did she send you a picture?" No, she did not. So maybe it could be many things contributing towards the virginity. Could mean that she may be unattractive. I don't know. Could mean that she's had child trauma because other times people will keep themselves if they've experienced some type of trauma in like younger years. Maybe she was almost assaulted. Maybe she was molested. There's many reasons why. Maybe it's spiritual. Maybe it's a religion. There are many reasons why people don't have sex. Now let me read CJ's comments. And that's Cap what Felicia's talking about. Men love hoes. We just want our wife to do some hoe shit sometimes. That's all. Okay.
Some women are celibate because sex is like chocolate. Once you have a piece of it, you just want to keep going. So, maybe they know I just can't, I'm just going to have to cut that out of my diet because
So what if you are celibate and then you break your celibacy, but you're with one person and you're not all over Dallas, Texas, or wherever you're from? You know what I'm saying? So what if that's what you do?
that's cool. And then, oh, if you broke your celibacy with this one person, and do
And you're
you
with them. I
regret it?
mean,
I
huh?
mean, to me, it all has to do with regret. If you don't regret it and you're like, yeah, I really like this person and I wanted to do this with this person, hey, kudos. And if you're not your husband, that's the decision that you made. But if you're
Agree.
saving yourself for marriage, just the thing of marriage, and with that one person you only want to be with for the rest of your life, yeah, I mean, that's a choice too. I think it's all about regret, just not having any regrets.
I think that's the biggest thing is not having regrets because if
Yeah,
you have regret, then it will afterwards weigh on your relationship
man.
because you will, I mean, if you feel some type of way, it's a lot of things we do, not just sex though. A lot of things you do, you have to be settled in your spirit and your heart or whatever you do.
Yeah.
I mean, um, so there's something else that she said that I want to read. Now, this is the thing though, guys, and in your men, I need you to comment on this. The guys that she's meeting are telling her that she is amazing, she's beautiful, she is who they want to be with when they settle down. Why do y'all do that? You all know the girl told you she's a virgin. She told you all the stuff, but you're telling her that. Do you tell woman that because you don't want her to feel bad because you know you're gonna drop her behind? Is that why you do it? Why? CJ says, "What is celibacy?" Because I feel like some girls be celibate like 4 or 5 times a year. If you're gonna be celibate, then be all that way. Um, Now there's something I would like to add to what he said because he's right. Justin says, "Hello, family." Hi, Justin. You're right. I feel when it comes to celibacy, that also includes masturbation and that includes toys or whatever. If you're not going to do anything, then you don't need to be doing anything. That's
Hmm.
what I feel. Because think about it. If you are celibate, but you're using other ways to pleasure yourself, that means your body is still going to be alive. Does that make sense? Think about it.
Hmm.
Your body's still used to that release or whatever. If you are celibate and you're not doing anything, it's not as on, if it makes sense, than what you were. After a while, kind of, wanes off. Not that you lose complete desire, because you'll see people that are attractive or whatever. But I feel that if you're going to be celibate, throw your rose away and all your dildos, honey. Because, no, seriously, you are defeating the purpose. But there's a teaching on, anyway, I'm not gonna get, this is not Saturday show, but anyway, I feel like you need to just stop everything.
I think some people don't feel that way. I know there are a lot of people who feel like as long as I am not penetrated, um,
I know people have said that.
as long as I'm not penetrated by a man, then I am still celibate.
But you
I can
penetrated by a
enjoy
fake. Okay,
I
girl,
can
see,
enjoy it. No, no, not the fake thing, but the rose, maybe oral sex, but not being penetrated is the thing that they find, which is celibacy. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
that I understand what you're saying, but sex, oral sex, sex, period, is sex.
I,
Okay,
I agree, but I know there are some people that feel that way.
I know a pastor that said to me that he told the guys in his congregation that were celibate that it's okay if you masturbate. It's okay because you're doing it yourself. Seriously. Now, I could talk about witchcraft and masturbation, but we're not going there today. We're not talking about that today because that's a whole teaching. CJ says, to be honest, Grace and Kim, I'd much rather have a girl that tell me I'm not looking for sex. I'm actually looking for a relationship. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish people would really. Felicia said it's all sex. I agree. So if you're gonna not do it, don't do it. Don't do nothing. And if you're gonna do it, then do it. But sometimes people feel like, even with cheating, if you notice, you'll hear people saying, well, eating ain't cheating. Really? This is the most ignorant I've ever heard.
I know people
It's
out there who
all
believe that
the same.
too. Yeah.
It's all, and they actually believe that they are not doing anything wrong. Dude, you put your mouth on another woman and then you went to your woman.
That's
CJ says,
cheating.
but when a woman tells me she's celibate but still doing other things and penetration, like, ain't that like cheating or something? No, it's not cheating, but I feel like it's if you're gonna be celibate, for me, it's all or nothing really,
Yeah.
because I think all of us at some point, well, you marry Kim, have been on the celibacy journey. Well, I don't know. I'll say this, um, and so you come to put me like, okay, what am I doing here? Either I'm gonna do this or not. Like, and that could be a gray area for some people. And a lot of people may disagree. Well, I haven't, it's not a warm body. But baby, you're using a plastic thing that looks like a penis. You might as well go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Go
Come
on.
on.
Do your thing. Justin said, go big or go home. Yeah. Agreed. I mean, uh, I'm not sure why this woman feels like she needs to have the conversation up front. I think after all this time since she's not having second dates, maybe she feels like if she doesn't say it, she's withholding and she's not being honest. That's the only other thing I could think about.
I don't see what's wrong with her. I know you and Felicia say it's all about the timing,
It is.
but to me, if she doesn't say it, I think that she is leading them on in a way. Because if she's dating them and she knows this ain't this, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm saving myself. But here I am dating you for, let's say, a month, and I'm ready. The guy's ready. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm saving myself." And he's like,
I
"Come
don't,
on."
Kim, this is my thing. I don't think that she's not going to share, but I think when you first go on that first, okay, think about it. You go on the first date. I'm telling you all
Mhm.
about my sexual preference. Am I going to talk to you? Okay, am I going to talk to you about what I like to do in bed? I'm not.
No,
It is way too personal. And like
no.
Felicia, girl, Felicia, you in my head today, honey. That is so personal. Why do you have to share that? Exactly. At some point, I will share it, but not on the first date. I'm not telling you what I like.
Maybe not on the first date, but it's second date. You gotta say something. I
Well, she
mean,
don't
come
get
on.
past the first date, Kim,
She's been
because
on. No, she's
because
dating.
she's
She said
what
she dated
girl.
a guy. She went out on a couple of dates.
She is
In
word
her scenario,
vomiting.
she went out on a couple of dates,
And
and
every date, Kim, she never went past date two.
uh, maybe after the second date, she told him, and it was like, "I'm out. I'm out."
Oh my gosh, listen to this. Keisha say, I wonder if she's an undercover lesbian and trying to blame the man because she doesn't want to come out. Hey, I don't know. That's not what I get from this. Maybe, maybe so.
I don't get that, but maybe.
You
I
never
think
know.
she's young. I think she's looking at other people that are in relationships, and she wants one. She wants to be in a relationship. And she wants it because, of course, you want that. Of course, you look at your friends. Of course, you look at people in your lives. And of course, you feel that need to want to be with someone. And of course, she has that. At the age she is, what is she, 23?
23. She's
And
never
she's
had a
never been.
serious boyfriend, but she's dated, but she's never had a serious boyfriend. You know why she never had a man, Kim? Because she talk too much. Shut up. Shut up.
I
It's
think
like she's
if she
no,
told him 5 days after she's dating them,
no.
I think they would still leave. I just
I'm
think
gonna
it's
tell
the
you what.
men. I think it's the men that she is
That's part
attracted
of it.
to. Maybe it's the men that she's attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of it. CJ agrees with you. Kim, he says, I agree. Kim, that needs to be discussed. CJ, no one's saying you're not gonna tell them, but you cannot wear your vagina on your head, okay? Because she's moving with that foot. I think that maybe she feels superior because she has kept her legs crossed at the ankles. Maybe
Maybe
she thinks
so.
she's girl. Let me tell you what. Let me see. CJ says, "Nah, Grace, that's cap. You'll want to know about so much on the first day to make sure your time ain't wasted." And that's the same with us. Facebook user says, "Hey Grace, hey, I don't know who that is. Can you please tell me who you are?" CJ. Yes, we want to know, CJ, but I'm not going to tell you my whole life story on date number one. I am not projectile vomiting on anybody and sharing my inner parts of myself with anybody that does not deserve to know me at that level. Okay, I'm not doing it. I am at the age that I am, and I have learned a lot of shit. Okay, no, because when I realized that I share too much, I had to come back to the drawing board and say, hey, wait a minute, why do you feel the need to share? And when I realized why I shared, the reason I shared is because I wanted people to accept me. Well, honey, I realized, baby, you don't even accept yourself. How are you gonna expect someone else to accept you? So I
Maybe
think
that's it.
maybe so. You have to accept yourself. The fact that she's a virgin, girl, good for you. Okay, I commend that. Listen, good for you. However, however, you ain't gonna get a second date, sister. Felicia says, I agree. She may come off self righteous. I think she is. And
Yeah.
I'm saying this because I've seen, hey, I can talk about myself. When I was a virgin, because I was not out in the streets, okay? I thought, The fact that I kept myself, well, I felt like I had more self control. But it doesn't mean if a person has sex when they're 18, doesn't mean that I'm better than them. It
Right.
doesn't. I know that now.
Yeah.
Let me read some comments.
I when I told a friend of mine
Hi,
once.
Avida.
I told a friend of mine once that, I was pregnant when I married William, 8 months pregnant. And they gave me so much condemnation for that. And they tried, well, I say they didn't because I did not take it, but they tried to make me feel bad about it. And I was like, because that wasn't their experience. They were a virgin when they got married. And it was kind of like, how could you do that? Why would you do that? Okay, well, you know what? We
Right,
all not walking the same walk,
right.
you know? So, yeah, I remember that. But yes, she was a virgin and she was very self righteous. And yes, she
Yes,
let me know.
a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Let me read some comments. CJ says, "No, Grace, I don't need that. I just need to know all that I need to know. After a few drinks, what's the next move?" He says, "LIL, just joking. You ain't joking, CJ. Hush." Oh my God, Keisha. Keisha says, "Sadly, all men want to do is weaken and stretch out."
Oh my goodness, Keisha.
Keisha. Sadly, all men want to do is weaken and stretch out your vaginal walls. If she's not a hoe, I want to try it. In a low voice, she may like it. Girl, I can't. CJ says, Grace, I got a question. When you celibate, can you kiss? What are you kissing exactly? That's number one question. But I mean, yeah, why not? What do you think about kissing, Kim? You think it's more intimate
I
than
think
sex?
it's different for different people. I
I
think
agree.
for some people it's so close to that intimacy that they can't even do that. They have to abstain completely. Kissing just takes them
I
to a whole
think,
nother
yeah.
sphere. So, but I see some people can, and it's okay, and they just move on. But yeah, I know some people who cannot even do that and
Yeah,
won't
some
do
people
it.
can. They're gonna end up taking their drawers off.
Yeah.
Um, no, Auntie, I can't see your name. Um, CJ says, because kissing can lead to a lot. And let's say you're kissing hard and then clothes gets ripping off, and then she hits you with, I'm celibate. Okay, now at this point, you would have had a conversation.
Hopefully,
Hopefully, you would have had a conversation. I mean,
hopefully.
because
Please say.
hopefully you're not kissing immediately. Because I need to know like where your lips have been, and I might not even. I mean, listen. Hopefully, you're not doing that immediately. But I would like to think that you at this point you would have had a conversation.
Yeah.
CJ says kissing is equivalent to a gateway drug. Before you know it, boom, she ain't a virgin no more. Now, either that, you must be a great kisser if that's I mean, because when somebody, like to me, when she's 23 years old and she's still a virgin, right? That means
Mhm.
she has great conviction. Obviously, she probably kissed a whole bunch of men and did not take her drawers off. I'm just saying. So I don't know who's kissing who. I mean, who you kissing, CJ, that you can keep your drawers on. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. You may never mind. Let me stop talking nonsense. Keisha says kissing is good. If the person on the other end can kiss back, I swear the last kiss I received was an instant panty dropper. Jesus. Yeah. So CJ, you may. I mean, what Keisha said.
Yeah.
Oh, Felicia said, sounds like she has not had an opportunity. Maybe so. Maybe that's another thing. And Rita says, my vagina is not a dumping ground for some men's waste. Dump their shit somewhere else. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. But some men will try to treat you like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And I always mention this book called Sperm Wars. When a man
Mhm.
ejaculates in a female, guess what? He becomes part of your DNA.
Mm.
So you're gonna be with him forever, ever, ever. You're gonna be thinking about that man forever, ever, ever. And that's why I don't. People don't think about that stuff.
No,
I
they
never
don't.
thought about it until I read their book. But we're not gonna go spiritual about soul ties, but you can break that. There's a way around that. But anyway, CJ says she 23 and a virgin. Drop her Facebook name. I'm finna Rizza up. Uh, this man. Um, but this question wasn't answered. So why are the men, CJ? Why are they telling her she's all that? Like they want to settle down with her. So that leads me to believe that at some point they want someone like her, but that's not right now.
But later in
So,
life,
so
later in
then,
life,
in a realistic point of view, right? Do you think that even if she told them after date three, just say, it would be the same result?
I think so. I think it'd be the exact same results. I don't think that the men that she is dating, the couple of times that she has gone out, even though they say they're looking for a wife, because I think on some of these profiles, men say that because they know that's what women want to hear.
I agree.
So let me just put on the profile that I'm looking for a wife. Let me put on the profile that I want a serious relationship so that I can, it's like getting the right kind of bait when you go fishing, right? You're gonna put the best bait you can on it to catch the best thing you can. And that's what
Mm.
dudes do. They get the best bait. Oh, I like to go on long walks. I like to, hold hands. I love PDA. I love, you know, I can cook. I like to cook for my woman and pay her bills and do all these things. And I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a partner. And then when it comes down to it, it's like, oh yeah, you're not looking for that right now. You're talking 10 years later. Hmm.
Let me read some comments. Keisha said that lady probably been pulling on her clitoris too long. That's probably why she doesn't want a man. She probably approached handing up on Keisha. Keisha, honey, sister. Jesus. But she's right though. CJ said exactly, Grace. You said it's I want to be on some whole shit and want to try and ain't gonna try and ain't trying to do what I'm on, but she's a good girl, so we'll try again later. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey. Felicia said if he is serious about getting into a relationship, it won't run them off. Bingo.
exactly.
That's exactly it.
That's it. That's it.
And Rita
Felicia's
said, I will not kiss a
perfect.
man that spits all the time or coughing up the yellow stuff. Okay, y'all, let me tell you, and I agree with you, Auntie, because you know what? I have this pet peeve, okay?
Hmm.
If one time I was talking to this man, I don't know what it was, but he had allergies. And I was talking to on the phone with him. And he kept sucking the shit down. And I knew that it was drainage. I never met him. Disgusts me. I mean, it was repulsive. Take some freaking medicine or blow your damn nose. And you want to kiss me? Bye. Ugh.
See, you're just like the guys that girl met. Hey, I can't
I
handle
sure
that.
am.
So I'm out. I can't
But see,
handle
that's the
that.
thing.
I'm
I
out.
don't waste his time because once I realized, because I first thought, what is that noise? And when he kept doing it, I recognized it. I never spoke to his behind again because I cannot. I find it so repulsive, disgusting. Not gonna happen. You girl. Oh God. CJ said men ain't gonna tell you all this because they're trying to save face, but shit, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Well, we appreciate you, CJ. And Rita says, "Oh my God." Keisha said, when I was online dating, I put on my profile, big girl looking for dating and a man to pick up on my tab. My online profile was jumping. She just needs to be honest.
That's
Hey.
it.
And Rita says, so true, you will taste the drainage. Oh my gosh, that is so disgusting.
Gross.
And he was a pastor. At that point in my life, anyway, it was I could not talk to, I could not.
So since Keisha put on her profile, big girl looking for dating, right? And she gets all, blow up, right? Why not say celibate girl looking for husband only?
You know why? Because her inbox will be dry, honey. Dry. And Rita says, "You ladies need some nerd guys." And Felicia says, "Yuck." Girl, yes. I was like, how you don't know? But I honestly think though sometimes it becomes a habit and people don't even know they're doing that. But I
Yeah.
figured he needs to do that way over there, not over here, because that's nasty. She just said Grace had way too many bad experiences with pastors. That's why I leave pastors alone. Cause that y'all and I'm sorry because I am in ministry myself, but y'all, it has been bad. My experiences bad. I asked one pastor. I said, because he made this comment. He said, Grace, you're such an intelligent woman, and spiritually, you know so much, but there's just one thing I don't know about you. And I said, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't know you sexually. Well, how would you know me sexually, sir? And then I said, well, what does the Bible say about fornication? And this is what he said. I'm going to show you the action. Yeah, it's a gray area. I never saw him again. Good day, sir. Good freaking day. Like, ridiculous. And we're just laughing. I mean, he just says, Miss Weeder, that's disgusting. Yeah, nutty birds are the best. They're known to carry big things, if you know what I mean. Oh, God. I don't even know what to say, Keisha. Keisha, you so naughty. Um, so Kim,
Hmm?
okay, and Rita says, Grace, that wasn't me that commented about need guys. Okay, it's better when you wait. Okay, who is Facebook user? Please let us know who you are. This fool said, was it TD Jake or Ricky Rush? No, sir.
Oh,
No, no. It was it wasn't anybody you know. But yeah, I mean, you would think that people. Hi, Stacy. You would
I
think
say,
that
see.
people that are in ministry would know better. That's not true. That is absolutely not true. I think people are just people, and we all really ultimately want the same thing, right? Everybody wants, most of us want to be in relationships committed. We want to do the right thing,
We
not
do.
just for ourselves, but the right thing by God, all these things.
Hmm.
But it's like we have to now weed out all the stuff, the trash from, and then sometimes you can get to a point um, that you just get tired and then you end up settling because you keep meeting the same trash over and over. And I want to say this. Um, you have to stop looking at people really and calling them trash, but really look at yourself at some point and ask yourself, why do I keep attracting the same type of man? What is it about me? What am I putting out? You understand? A lot of
Yeah.
times we don't look at ourselves because surely it can't be us. It must be them. And I think it's time for us to take accountability, men, women. It's time to do that, especially if you want to do something you've never done before. If you have been married before and you've had a bad marriage and now this is your second chance, of having a marriage or relationship, you can't do the same thing. You got to get better. I mean, I know, Kim, you've been married forever, ever.
I have 25 years.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
This October.
Felicia says the
Awesome.
flesh is strong. Yes, it is. And
It
to
is.
me, flesh is like a dog, right? When you have a dog, you domesticate that thing. You teach a dog it's not okay to bite. It's not okay to do certain things, right? But we don't look at our flesh the same way. You got to train yourself because just think about it. You can meet 10 guys and you're attracted to them. Are you going to sleep with all 10 guys because you feel some type of attraction to them? No, you're not. Well, most of us are not going to do that because why? You control yourself. You're not going to. I mean, Kim, as a married woman, I don't know. Have you ever seen somebody being married and you thought they were attractive?
Yes.
Okay, but did you go and have sex with them?
No.
Okay, that's exactly my point. You didn't do that. Anvita says, I'm putting my name with my comments. Okay, Auntie. Keisha says Facebook user is not better when you wait. You got to know how to rodeo early. Some are good for short term and some better for long term. That's true though. I mean, and you have to like again filter through.
Yeah. What's that scripture about the wheat and the tares
Yeah, I was
growing
thinking
up
about this.
together? Right?
You got to
So
separate that.
yeah, you do. And you honestly, you may have to go through some bad dates in the beginning. And I'm talking to the writer that wrote in. Sometimes you have to go through, you have to sift. You have to sift through before you can find something that is worth holding on to. Same for him, you know?
Yeah,
But I think it's great what Robbie has said in the beginning. You thank God that these men are like, you know what? They're not trying to wait you out, date you, and try to wait you out to see if they can get sex
agree.
from you. Wait you out for a month, wait you out for 2 months and see, just to see if maybe she'll give in at some point, you know? But they're
Right.
leaving you the second date and saying goodbye.
But honestly, who has that type of time to try to finagle you out of your vagina?
And
Some people do though.
they do those. They'll put in the effort. They will put in the effort.
I mean, but it's I don't know. I think it would be more hurtful if somebody put in all their time and didn't turn out to be shit.
Yeah.
Because man, listen, time is money. I was reading this meme today. Let me find it so I can show it to you. I mean, I could read it to you guys. That really made so much sense. Hold on a second. I thought it was pretty cool. Where is it now? It says, if someone wastes 10 minutes of your life, 8 minutes are your fault. That's true. Because let's be honest, you know when a person is a time waster.
You do.
Stacy said it would be cool if we can call up sexual and relationship references. Hey, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Um, Truly though, Felicia says she's just 23 and has time now. 43 is something different. It
Hmm.
is because y'all, let me tell you what, people say, oh, what age would you like to go back to? I want to go back to being 25. Hell no. I do not want to be 25. When I think about where I was mentally and emotionally,
I know, right? No.
if I could go back to any year, baby, let me tell you what. I want to go back to the year that when I got enlightened. Okay. And that was at 37. When I really started seeing myself. When I fell in love with myself, good, bad, ugly, indifferent.
I
And it
know.
just has grown over the years. Well, I won't say all that man now because it's not your business. But it it just got better. It just got better because you learn at this age to accept things, to throw stuff away, relationships,
I
whatever
know.
it is.
You do.
You
You
good.
do. You learn to love yourself.
And Rita says, if you want a rich man, hang out where they hang and stop hanging out where the broke men hang. Don't go to clubs to meet a man and then get upset with him because he won't stay at home with you on a Saturday night and won't go to church with you on Sunday. That is so true. That is so true. I had a friend that is I won't say had, well, we're not as close, but she's an avid dater. One year she dated, you know this friend, Kim. She dated 100 men in 3 months. She was going on breakfast, lunch, and dinner dates. Just different. And I thought, wow, how fun is that, right? But when you really think about the time, the sitting, this is my thing to me. You will sit there and listen to something, they're gonna tell you about them, and then you tell them about you, and then oh my god, the thought, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. No.
A
She did
hundred
that for
days.
three
That's a
months
lot.
and she's still single.
Wow.
Because then you ask her, what was the intention? Why? What was the intention? Why were you doing that? And she's not a young person.
I mean, apparently it wasn't to do anything that was meaningful. You know, that was not a meaningful thing.
No, Stacy said if you hang out in caves, you meet cavemen. Facts. Facts. Felicia says, "Wow, yeah, Felicia, she dated like I can't even imagine. Like I can't do that. And for me, that's. I mean, I've had conversation. If she wasn't giving up the nappy dugout while dating those 100 men, what's the problem? I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. I don't know. Uh,
Maybe she was just hungry. No, I'm joking. That was a joke.
but maybe. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I can't comment anymore. I don't want to get into trouble. Oh God, that was funny. So, guys, we have reached the end. And this topic, I think, was a good topic about dating. Kim, do you have any final thoughts?
I do. I want to tell the uh, the little girl, the 23-year-old, be patient. Be patient, and he'll come. I think. I hope. Um, I don't think that you should try and rush it and settle. Don't settle for something that you know is not going to benefit you in the long haul. Don't do that, and don't date someone just because you're lonely. You know,
Yeah.
date with purpose, but you're going to have to wait, and you're going to have to be patient and just wait.
Yeah, I agree. I think she does need to wait. I think she needs, well, okay, my final thoughts. I think she needs to wait. Well, let me say this. I think she needs to continue dating. But I don't think, I think she should learn as she's dating. I feel like she has enough lessons that she's learned that
Yeah,
she
I
can do
agree.
something different. I believe that she has not found her tribe. See, everybody has a tribe, people that you are drawn to and that are drawn to you. Sometimes we're in a hurry because, like she said, she has friends that are in these committed relationships and she's by herself most of the time. She just needs to wait until she finds a tribe. Your tribe will find you.
Yeah,
She's 23 years old. She has time. If I were her, I would focus on self while going on dates and not putting all your eggs in one. One thing my mother has taught me, and my sister-in-law says is, never put all your eggs in one basket, baby. And she's in a dating process. Like, this is nothing serious. You're not, like, they're not dating. She's not dating these guys with intention because they can't get past date number two or number one. So, sister, whoever you are, work on yourself. And that's my advice. Turn towards yourself, and your guy will come.
yep, he
And
will.
pray also. And it's not just about prayer. I want to mention something because sometimes we can get so spiritual, we say pray and then we sit back and we don't do anything. It's not about that. God
Mhm.
expects you to move. And if you choose the wrong guy, honey, he will redirect you. You got to have the faith that God will redirect you. And you'll know. You have discernment. We women, we know. We can
Come
smell it,
on.
but we choose to ignore it. Stacy said, I will follow this great show. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Um, I just want to read a few of the comments. Keisha says, I would go for the free food. There ain't that ain't much food, Keisha, free food that I gotta sit and listen to some shit. I'm not. I can buy my own plate of food. I cannot do that. Like for me, I'm not doing it. And Rita said she was dating without a purpose. She was. Uh Stacey says inflation is no joke. It ain't. But I couldn't have done what she did though. She did a lot. There was too many dates. I was like tired for her. I was like, "Whoo, child, where you going to this week?" But no, did you remember that, Kim? You don't remember that, do you?
Mm-mm.
Because you're in your old tea, girl. All right, guys. I just want to thank you for listening, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.